So we open the episode with baby Joey not realizing that he's about to go free. He concerned and a little worried why his mom and dad there. They supposed to be sleeping. It's lockdown time or whatever it's called, sleep time, night time, whatever they call it in jail. It's that time. He concerned why his mom and dad there. He thinking it's bad news, but he don't realize it's good news. Yeah, sure. When you finna get out. Thank the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. He finally finna get out. And they gave him a few lines for the first beginning. Thank you. Y'all making him talk again. Thank you. Oh, God. I got to deal with Ava behind. Oh, Jesus. Here come Ava. So, Trip, you living with the devil now. Okay, I see how you roll. I guess it's better than being on the street. So you know what? If you want to stay with that demon, go right on ahead. Sarah, you don't know this, but we know this and Philip know this. You got caught coming out of the hotel room. And we know you weren't going to visit no friend or going to check in or being a nurse and being an at-home nurse or, a walk-in, however they call the little nurse that you go people house to house. We knew you wasn't doing none of that, so you caught you busted. We already know it's something fishy going on with you and Xander, and this might be a storyline to try to get in that man good graces, and he ain't here for it at all. So before you start lying, don't. Charlie, we need to teach you how to lie a little bit more better than what you lying. Oh, I don't have nothing on that front, sir. There's nothing to report, nothing at all. So you finna go ahead and tell on yourself, huh, Charlie. I don't think you're the right girl for Allie. If you can't handle a little confrontation, you're not right for Allie. Allie is all about the confrontation, and Charlie, you don't match up and you don't add up to that to her type of standard. Cause she need a confrontation type of person. You're not that. You scared of Xander. God knows why you would be scared of Xander, but you're scared of Xander. Ava, Ava, honey, dear. Why can't you just what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why can't you leave a hurt dog alone? You know there are sensitive subjects that you don't want to bring up around Trip or mention around Trip. Why do you always keep mentioning Kayla, Steve, Joey, the situation, the involvements, the crime? Why can't you just move away from that conversation and enjoy spending time with your son, getting to know the man that he is now? Why must you bring up Kayla, Steve, any of them, and any other stuff going on around you? You just can't help yourself, could you? You got a second chance to meet your son, get to know him, how he was brought up, how the man he is now, what he doing with his life. But yet, you too darn focused on Kayla and Steve. Girl, you show somebody that sure want a second chance with their son. They sure worrying about somebody else. And that was anybody else, I promise you they'll find their priorities and put them in the correct order. Meaning, you got your son, you thought you'll never be around your son, now you around him, you got a wish. Why blow out the candle and you knowing this a wish you wanted? You done got your wish, blow out the candle, move on, enjoy time, spend the time with your son. Why do you keep on bringing up Kayla, Steve, the situation? Oh, Kayla ain't this. Oh, Kayla ain't that. You know Kayla would have did this. You know Kayla. Do you really want this second chance, or you just happy to be around your son that you can't help bragging up Steve's name? Now I know you obsessed with him. I know you can't help yourself nor control yourself, but it's time to put those trigger buttons away from your son. It's time for you to find other things to talk about than Steve and Kayla. This man got a whole new life that you weren't involved in. This man is a grown man now. You got stuff you can be talking about other than Steve and Kayla. And if you can't find nothing, go read a book or something to teach you how to communicate with your son that you thought you would never have a relationship with. Now you got one, but you're still talking about old stuff and stuff that don't matter when you got your son back, the one you've been wanting for God knows how long, and now you don't know how to act. You can't have it both ways, Ava. You see, he's not fond of you bashing Kayla or Steve. Even though Kayla is against him in this rape allegation, he's not fit to sit there and let you bash them. Don't you see you're never gonna win when it comes to the let me bash Steve and Kayla and enjoy myself? You're not gonna get that around him. Why do you keep on mentioning these people around you and how you the victim? Stop! Move on! Find better things to talk about. Ask the boy what's his favorite color. Ask him what he want to do for a living. Ask him what's his favorite sports. Ask him do he like video games, PS5 or Xbox Series S. Ask him what he like. What his favorite TV show is. There go a couple of questions you can be asking this boy other than mentioning Steve or Kayla. You crazy bad. You got a chance and you ruined it by trying to. Why the, I'm done. I know you can't help yourself and there's no stopping you. You see a red button and you just got to press it. But you really need to stop. That's going to be the same reason why you losing. Keep on breaking up Steve and Kelly. You seeing he not allowing you, so why mention it? How many times does this man have to tell you, no, 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 we're not doing that? But yet you insist on trying to throw it in there on the slide. Like he won't catch it every time. Move on, Kayla, with your life. Move on. That's what people will be telling you right along now. You got your son back. Why you so worried about Steve and Kayla for? You know how many years you done missed out your son life, but you still worried about Steve and Kayla? You better learn to prioritize better than the hell you prioritizing now. Oh, so you wasn't expecting that, huh, baby Joey? That shocked you. You wouldn't sit down. You said it sounded like bad news that somebody died. That shot you down real quick. Yeah, buddy, you finna get out of it. I'm happy you finna get out. I forgot how slow you is at times, but I miss you, baby Joe, and I'm glad you back. I'm glad they finna get you out of there. No more worrying, no more stress, and you know that's off your chest now. You ain't got to worry about, well, you do got to worry about Ava, because if you go back to Salem, the little devil gonna be there anyways. And I got a feeling she might start off where you finish off, where she might finish off where you started at. So even if you do get back, I got a feeling she gonna try to mess with you again, and you'll be right back where you went. So just enjoy yourself. You finna get out, Joe. And I hope you learned your lesson. And I hope you never let that little devil get you to that situation again where you thought that was the only solution to take care of her by trying to finish her off like that. And then you have a guilty conscience. Your mom and dad trying to save you from yourself. You couldn't help yourself and you end up going and telling on yourself. So maybe your conscience will be clear. Maybe you'll find better solution than to deal with Ava, or let your mom and dad take care of it, and you just sit back and be a kid. Oh, Joey. I hope that in the next storyline, once you get out, Ava Batali gonna be on your neck. But then again, she's so obsessed with Steve. I can see her. I can see her bothering you. Like if you get out and you come back to Salem, I can see her now harassing you, bothering you. Every time you go out, she right there, peek around the corner ready to harass you or bother you. I can see that a whole lot. And I can see her devil behind doing that, trying to, scare you or whatever. So I hope that at the next storyline, in store for us, once Joey get out, this woman sit up here and stalk and harass him, because she got it in her. She know how to stalk and harass people good. Ava, you're a fool. Because you gonna let this situation get to you. You gonna hate to see baby Joey around. You don't want to spend time with your son. It is obvious. Your thirst for Steve outweighs being around your son, enjoying your son, and be around your son. Let's not play stupid, Ava. You know darn well the obsession with you and Steve, and you know you couldn't have him all this time. Now you got your son back and you still can't let it go. So do I think you're going to change for your son? Absolutely not. You're not going to change. It's only a matter of time before you be out to Steve and that the jumps in front all over again like you was before, like white on rice. So cut it out, Ava, and stop lying. You know you can't help yourself when it comes to the Johnson or Steve and or Kayla. So cut it out. You know you can't keep that promise. You're a fool. You are a fool because we know you. We done known you long enough. He only known you for what, maybe 12 hours? We know you. We know you can't help yourself. So we know it's only a matter of time before you mess up again and be caught up in some mess again. Yeah, Trip, you sitting next to you sitting next. Yeah, Trip, you sitting right next to your mom, your real mom, the mom that can't stop bringing up Steve, Kayla, the situations, the allegations, and what lies they said about me to pin you against me. Yeah, this the same mom that can't stop talking about Steve and Kayla for 10 seconds or 2 minutes. Yeah, this the same mom. Like I said, Trip, I know you want to believe your mom is, well, she ain't no angel, and she ain't no saint neither. You want to believe the best in that witch? Go right on ahead. More power to you. However, we done been around her. We done dealt with her. All the nasty stuff, evil stuff she done to people and to your other side of the family. So while you thinking she changing, she not gonna ruin y'all relationship or break this moment between y'all finally bonding, she gonna break that moment. It's only a matter of time. So Trip, keep your good eye on your mama because your mama gonna find a way to mess this up. Like she always mess up everything that's good, that's going good in her life. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That'll shut you up talking about Steve and Kayla for a moment. Yeah, he don't like your side of the family. That side of the family, your Uncle Angelo, his Uncle Angelo, that was his name, Angelo. That same man that was sending him stuff trying to poison him against Steve and Kayla, which made him come to town crazy, trying to hurt Kayla. Mm-hmm. He don't appreciate the mob. He don't want your mob money. So you gotta tell this. So how you gonna get your way out of this one, Ava? That's what you should be worried about. All them lies you done told that boy over the years. That your Uncle Angelo, that his Uncle Angelo wrote to him, told him about how Steve and Kayla is poisoning him, how they killed your mama, and the mama didn't do nothing wrong. Mm-hmm. See, when you start talking about Steve and Kayla and that boy start, and see when you start talking about Steve and Kayla long enough and he start to think, remember all them lies I said I was gonna come back around and bite you? They're ready to attach now, Ava. I hope your butt cheeks ready for him because that's karma. All that mess you started with your family trying to poison that boy mind. He said he don't want no parts of the mob or your side of the family. So, So what you gonna do now, Ava? I told you should be focusing on your relationship with your son and leave the other BS alone. But you can't help yourself long enough to realize all the lies you done told this boy or had this boy fed to. And now he got there wondering, is you telling the truth what you lying about? Focus on that and let's leave Steve and Kayla alone for a change. Charlie, we got to teach you how to lie better than what you lie. The lies you try to tell, you end up telling on yourself. Charlie, so you were spying for both. I had to pick an option. I got caught with him, so I had to go with him. Excuse you, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I'm working for him, not trying to spy on him while I'm helping you over here spy on him. And I'm hoping now one of y'all don't fire me while I'm spying for him right here. And then I'm telling you I'm spying for this one over here. Really, Charlie? Really? We just going from side to side spying on each other. You know you about to get your pink slip right. You know you this close, correct. I don't even much know how you still dangling, but yet you are. So we gonna find out how long this charade you got going on gonna last. Oh no. Baby Joey, we get you. I got you where you going there with this. But unfortunately for you, buddy, sometimes life don't work like that. It would be nice to see Ava behind bars getting, finally getting justice finally getting justice, but yeah, Joey, we look. We had to get you out somehow. I mean, you too young to be in jail anyway. So we sorry, Joey, but the devil ain't going to jail quite yet. But we got a feeling she'll soon be there or sit sweet under whichever one she choose to, whichever one she decides to go to first. But yeah, baby Joey, they had to make that deal. That's your freedom versus her going to jail. Sounds messed up that she finna get away with everything she did, but wouldn't you rather be out living the rest of your life than to be locked up, being told when to go to the bathroom, when to shower? I'm pretty sure you're not enjoying prison food. I'm pretty sure you're not enjoying the hour of sunlight or whatever. So you should be happy. Forget about that devil. Enjoy that you out, Joey. Ava, don't try to pretty that up. You heard what he said about cousin Angelo, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not very fond of Angelo. You heard what he called him, the jackass that fed me that bad information. So while you sitting up there trying to defend him and what he did, and while you trying to make it seem like there's the good side of the mob, when that's just really a front and a cover up for the illegal activities in the back room, Ava, stop. Cut it out. Ain't nobody dumb. Everybody know the mob have cover us. Buildings here, a company here, a coffee there. We got a whole mob so-called General Hospital. They got a whole mob going. We didn't see Sonny Corinthos and Jason Morgan in person on General Hospital. Ava, don't play with us. Don't play. General Hospital got all mobs on it. So cut it out, Ava. Ain't no safe side of the mob. So you trying to feed that the chip, he ain't buying it and he ain't listening. Xander, before you get started and open your mouth with your threats, that's just like touching somebody. That's called verbal abuse, if you didn't know. You might not put your hands on it, but that what you about to say, basically blackmailing him. I helped you get the girl. I helped you did this. I helped you did that. That's blackmail. That's also a crime. See, you can take the dog out of. See, you can take the dog out of the. See, you always meant to get yourself in trouble. See, you didn't left the trouble part of your life, but that part still comes back and hunts you, and it's still a part of your everyday life. So you thinking just, threatening him, blackmailing him right here, that's not a part of abuse. Okay, Xander. I said what I said, and Xander, you still that same little thug jewelry thief you was before. The only difference is you got a fancy name, and now you working in a multi-billion company, however you said. Now you working for a fancy company. That's all you got going for you. You still got that mob mentality still stuck in that big old head of yours. Sarah, don't start. I don't know why I even entertain you. I don't know why I shouldn't have fast forward. Oh, so now you on his side to get rid of Xander to get him out the mansion. Right. Just the same man that you forgave for playing with your life for a whole year. Gave you somebody else, baby. And you forgave him, married him and all. You not gonna forgive Xander? Sarah, get out of my face. Sarah, you could not tell nobody no, I'm mad at Xander, I'm through with Xander's story. If you dated that man and married that man after all he done did to you, baby, I don't got nothing for you and I ain't got, you get nothing here, Sarah. Like, really? You gonna try to buy that? Like, you realize how silly you sound, right? Just the same man that played with your life for a whole year lying to you straight. Not only did you forgive him, you actually started to date him. Now you married to him. If you ain't a forgiving person with a golden heart like your mama Maggie, it ain't no dogs in Georgia. Don't know, ain't nobody gonna believe you with a brain capacity higher than yours and smart like you're smart. Can't believe for 1 second that you that mad and you that aggravated at Xander that you done with Xander. Cause if you wasn't done with him after he didn't play with your life for a whole year, you crazy and you delusional for being with this man now. But you don't care about none of that. Are we supposed to believe now all of a sudden you done with him after you didn't forget him or what he did to you a whole Sarah, get out of my face. Like for real. Stop trying to sell this. Stop trying to sell or spin that story because it's never gonna work and you gonna look stupid every time you open your mouth trying to defend why you done with Xander. Because ain't nobody gonna buy that. You forgave this man for the worst thing possible. We supposed to believe that you really done with this. Come on, Sarah, you're a doctor. You're smarter than that. Come up with something else better. You see what I mean? That she can't help herself. Everything about Kayla and Steve, mostly Kayla, it makes her blood boil. Oh, she was so happy and decided that Trip was, trying to avenge his mama death. Oh, she wanted to hug him then. Then when he went mentioning the good things about Kayla, you can tell she was about to piss her pants over there. She was so mad and upset. Like, you gonna have to learn to find your triggers, Ava, and learn to get a control of them. If you need medication, you might want to go see a doctor or something because, yeah, believe it or not, he ain't changing against Kayla. He understands why Kayla feel the way she feel. It's not his fault that he still got a soft spot for that woman and you can't stand her. You just gonna have to forgive him and move on. Baby Joey, we know you're gonna get free. We know you're gonna be free of all charges. However, this talk, it scares me. You done did your crime. You done did the time. Well, the crime you thought you was going to jail for, but that wasn't the right one, though, because it doesn't count if the person ain't dead. However, Joey, this talk scares me. This sound like you will do it all over again and you wouldn't stop this time till you make sure she dead. It's like you over it, but you really not over it. If you had the chance to pick and choose, you already stay locked up than deal with Ava or making deal with Ava. Even though it wasn't really no deal with Ava, technically either way you turn it or reverse it, you was gonna get free of charge because you can't go to jail for murder if the person not murdered. So that's a whole lot of fraud on her hand and all that. So Joe, if you get it, I hope you don't do nothing stupid. That's all I'm gonna say. But I got a feeling you might end up doing something stupid like you did when you went and confessed and admitted that you killed the woman in the first place. So I'm hoping you not that same stupid Joey. That you a little bit more smarter and you went and try to hurt the woman this time around. If push comes to shove or if the situation gets sticky like it was the last time, you wouldn't try this again. Just saying, I hope you won't try this again. Well, Rafe had to deliver the news. Joey don't know whether to be happy, sad, crying. He don't know what to do, but we happy for him. Ava trying to figure out what's going on. Ava, you might want to start looking into your past because you might got a twin or the son out there that shares DNA with Trip that you don't know about. That's the only way to prove that DNA test is alive. Or the Trip not really the father. It's the other twin father of the baby because that ain't adding up to me either, Ava. Maybe you can be the one that figure it out and put two and two together for us to help us understand why that DNA test is saying Trip is the father, unless he got a twin brother out there you didn't know you had, just like you didn't know you had, well, you did know you had Trip. He made you give him away, so yeah, okay. So maybe you got a twin out there you don't know about. Oh hell, back to Charlie. Charlie, give it up. You don't got the brain capacity or the heart to lie to anybody. You a harmless fly trying to hang around with the other. Charlie, give it up. Cause what you finna tell him that, oh now he know that you know that I'm helping you out. So now I gotta cover up your lies for his lies. And Charlie, go play with the other flies and stay away from all the other the stuff that want to see you dead as an annoying fly. Charlie, go away. This is not your you ain't got the heart for this kind of stuff. You can't even much a lie scrape. Come on, Charlie. Why don't you just go in and take your pink slips? I know the check might have been nice, but you're not ready for this type of cheese. Go on and sit down somewhere. Really, Sarah? All you had to do is see a picture and you put two and two together and realize Angela Vanderkamp or whatever is Ava Vitale. Really? Sarah, you disappoint me and disappoint me every time you open your mouth. All it took was a simple newspaper article and a picture and you figure out. How did you see her face to know who Angela Vanderkamp was, first of all? Second, never mind, I don't care. I don't know why the hell I even stopped my TV. Y'all caught that? If you didn't catch that, rewind back the last few seconds. She didn't know it happened overseas. When he mentioned that, you seen how her face lit up like a Christmas tree, like she was surprised and shocked. This might have something to do with her behind, knowing that she ain't have a son. Cause remember she had to give away Trip. There might have been two or twin. So it might be true that Trip might actually have a twin brother running around him. Or Charlie might be his brother. Cause I still say Charlie came into town. He didn't come into town right. You know how normally when somebody get introduced, they either come in on the good side or they'll come in as a good person. Then about the middle part, they'll come in as a villain or you. I don't like the way Charlie hold the spilling coffees and lattes. That whole scene was sketchy and out of place for me. I didn't like how that came in, how he came in. So, you sure Charlie ain't on the Trip, brother? Cause Charlie, either he the rapist or that Trip brother. And the fact that Ava paused when he mentioned overseas, this got something to do with Ava. Watch. Ava is the cause of this. A son she didn't know she had, or Charlie might be his brother. Necessarily, he ain't got to look like him to be his twin. Charlie can be his twin brother. And the fact that she froze on overseas, that part stuck with me. This got something to do with Charlie. Watch now. Charlie fitting more and more into this puzzle I'm making for his behind. Okay, silver your suit and your thirst for money behind down somewhere. So now you gonna set her up for another fail. A silver suit. Financial for you and your okay. You and your thirst and your greed for $1. Isn't your credit? Don't your credit cards get you to where you need to be at in life? Why are you trying to tell this girl to? Kate, you just can't help getting $1, could you? You just can't help yourself. Really, a silver suit? Again, overseas, not Salem. So we gonna go to Salem. We gonna go overseas just to file a lawsuit because they gonna send your behind back. You know what, Kate? You and your thirst for dollars, it never seems to amaze me. It never. So the episode ended with Joey going home. He finna go home right now. Soon as you know how they take forever with the paperwork. Then they got to process that. Then they got to bail you out and all that. But he free. So Mondays, Tuesday, depending on how quick they are, we might see Baby Joey again. We might not even see him the Wednesday, depending on how slow days is. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy y'all night and have a good weekend. Bye.